All right. I guess y'all heard the breaking news. Coach Diaz is a semifinalist for the Broyles Award. I think it went from about 50 or 60 to 15, so that's a good thing. I want to announce our captains. On offense was Travis Homer, and on defense, Trent Harris and Jaquan Johnson. And then special teams, I think it's first time this year, Amari Carter. Amari might have got one last year, I'm not sure, but or maybe it was Travis as a true freshman. It's not that often true freshmen get that honor, but these guys did a great job. Getting ready for this game against Pittsburgh. Coach Narduzzi is doing an excellent job with his team. Very tough, hard-nosed bunch of players. Offensive line-wise, they've got 4 out of their 5 guys are at least juniors, mostly redshirt junior, redshirt senior. They got 1 freshman in there playing center. Quarterback, not 100% sure, but I know it's Pickett. Came in for DiNucci last game, and he finished the game, I believe, so I'm not quite sure who they're going to play there. Hall, their running backs, got close to 600 yards rushing. Got Quadre Henderson, who's a great skill guy, receiver, speed sweep guy, great return man. Definitely a baller there. Maddox, number 14, their corner, is a senior. He does a great job. One of only 3 guys returning on the defense. Does a great job. And then their linebacker, and I think it's Iduwu, and his first name they probably call him Big O. Not sure how to pronounce that name, but he's got 86 tackles, 11 tackles for loss. We know him as number 23. He's pretty darn good. And then they got a freshman, number 17, leading their down lineman with tackles, with 24 tackles, Rashad Weaver, number 17. So, we know it's a short week. We know we're going to their house. We know it's a big day for their seniors, the last opportunity for them to play. And I'm sure they'll bring everything they've got, and we need to bring everything we have. So with that, I'll open it up.
What's your pitch for Manny winning the Royals? What would your
What's my pitch? Well, I don't get into all that. I'll let them decide. I think those awards, it's just like if you have a Heisman candidate, I don't think you promote him. I think he just plays. He promotes himself. And, same thing with coaches. If they're, producing, then, the awards are won through what happens on the field, not what I might say.
Mark, how would you assess him on Richard's year? I know we didn't see him in the second half, which Notre Dame played well, obviously, last week. Has it been the injuries? Tell me about how would you assess him?
Yeah, well, he's doing well when he's in there and feeling healthy. He's still not 100%, but he's fighting through it. And hopefully, little by little, he gets completely healthy. He looks good. He looked good this week. Even Sunday night when we ran our gassers, ran our conditioning, he was flying pretty good. It was good to see. And you just go down the one side from sideline to sideline and back. But even when he stuck his foot in the ground and changed direction and did it with a lot of energy, I thought that was a good sign. Anyway, he was running better that night. And then he's been practicing. I don't think he's missed any reps this week.
Was it multiple injuries this year he's dealt with?
A few. He had. Obviously a hamstring, and then I know there's an ankle somewhere along the way, and his Achilles was problematic for a little bit. Whether it's tendonitis, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but he's still not 100%. But he looks good this week so far.
Malik Rosier talked about eating at the Big Cheese, and he was interrupted all the time.
Say it again.
Malik talked about eating at the Big Cheese and being interrupted for autographs and pictures, and that was a new thing for him.
Right.
Is there been anything like that for you? And I realize you don't go around town too much.
I don't go around town much. It's just like I was telling my son John. I mean, I can't go to the movie last night or go bowling with the team tonight, or there's stuff that we're allowed to do with the team. They get movies. They get to. I think they're going to the bowling alley or something. When all the other students are gone on vacation, by rule, we're allowed to do some activities for them. And I'm like, I can't go out and do those things. I can't go to the Heat game and hang out. Just imagine I'm at the movie one night, I'm bowling the next night, and then I'm at the Miami Heat game. It's just, they're like, what are you doing, Coach? You getting ready for the game or not? So I stay home and watch film is what I do. But, it comes with the territory, and you've got to learn to be very friendly and polite to everybody and all that, but not let it, just don't let it get to your head.
You don't believe the rat poison? Did you hear Nick Saban's rat poison?
Yeah, I mean, it's some guys can't handle you saying good job too. I'll be honest with you. For whatever reason, they relax. Oh man, coach said I did good. I can relax now. I mean, so some guys you just can't do that too.
Mark, I know we ask you every week, and I know that it doesn't matter because if you win,
Right.
everything takes care of itself.
Right.
But
You just gave my answer.
I know.
I'm sorry. That's all I got.
It's a different variation of that.
Okay.
Do you kind of go back when it's
Different
all
spin.
over and said and done? Do you look at some of the things that the committee's weighing when they're debating where they rank teams or anything like that?
No, you can't control it. It doesn't matter what I think. So I don't worry about it. I've learned to just try to control, focus on the things I can control, and the things I can't, just don't worry about them, and trust God with everything else, and it's a good way to go.
Is that the same thing as if you were to go down tonight and not be in the top four?
Yeah.
I know you have 2 games left.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be nervous?
No. I can't control that. I don't know if it'll happen. It could, certainly. There's some really good teams. But we all know that we got a great game this game. We've got Pitt, got an away game on a Friday night. It seems like if you have an away game on a Friday night, that's important, but we have one of those. And then we know we're playing for the ACC championship. We got a chance to be conference champion and play a team that's ranked very high or has been.
When you all brought in Travis Homer, I guess, in your first class, had you envisioned him being starting caliber ACC back? Had you looked at change of pace back?
I didn't know for sure. I never tried to put a cap on a kid and what he could do. I didn't know how big he'd get. I didn't know how strong he'd get. And I'm not saying he's super big and strong. He's a little bit bigger than when we got him, not a whole lot bigger. I'm sure he's stronger. But for his size, he's pretty powerful back. He's a physical back, I'll say that. And he's a good pass protector, route runner. He's got great vision. He's got good game speed. His ball security is excellent. Very coachable, teachable. I mean, he's a high quality back.
Mark, do you find yourself grinding a little bit more now? There's so much, you guys have earned
Find myself what?
grinding even harder.
I don't know if I can go any harder. I've been going. For me, I gotta stop and rest sometimes, and just like last night, I tried to go to bed at 9. Just try to go to sleep because I don't sleep after the game. So I get nothing Saturday night. I try, but I don't get anything Saturday night, and then so I get behind the 8 ball a little bit. And the best thing for me last night was just to go to bed. Now we get up. We're not a nighttime team. We're getting in the office 6:30, whatever. And I mean, if you leave at 6:30, it might seem early in football coaching terms, but you've been there 12 hours. So we're putting our time in. We just put it in at a different time of the day.
Do you feel like the early signing day is going to be a net, but from a wear and tear perspective? Do you feel like the early signing day is going to make it harder or easier?
Well, it's going to be hard to see every guy that we want to see with the head coach. You get one shot with the head coach. So really, after this game, I guess you can start going, but we're going to be preparing for Clemson. So I don't think I'm going to be getting out on the road much next week. And because of that, we'll be a little bit behind there. So now the challenge is going to be, can I see everybody prior to the signing? And we'll do the best we can. We'll see.
We've seen obviously the value of Jeff Thomas with deep routes, but the last couple of weeks we've seen some shorter throws as well. Did you and Coach Dugans challenge him to perfect and polish some of the shorter routes? Is that something he did on his own?
No, he's a freshman and he's learning every week. It's just like DJ Dallas. He's like a double freshman because he's a freshman and he's learning a new position mid-season. It just takes time. It takes repetitions. It's not easy to perfect your trade, so to speak, in a very short amount of time. So he's constantly perfecting routes and just being 100% sure of what the signal is and what do I do on this play and what's my split and am I on the ball, am I off the ball, do I go in motion? There's a lot to think about, really. And we try to go, we're not breakneck speed, but we try to go at a pretty good clip. So it's a lot to learn for a kid.
Mark, I know you want your team to start a little faster, I guess, hopefully this week offensively.
Yeah.
I know the coaches are focused, but do you think the kids are just as focused? I know they always say they are.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's doing the best they can. Everybody's doing the best they can. And I think what people forget is we play, there's an opponent. There's somebody else who has scholarship players and guys that have off-season work and coaches that know what they're doing. And there's good teams. There's good players. You know, I mean, some teams win the close games, some teams don't. The ones that don't win the close games, it doesn't mean they're not a good team. It just means they didn't do what they had to get it done. And so I think when a team has a certain record or ranking, everybody thinks there's that much of a difference. There's not that much of a difference. I mean, the team we just played Pitt beat them 34-14 or whatever it was, 34-10, or I don't know what it was. They beat them 31-14, I think. How'd that happen? Well, they're good. They're a good team. They played good that day. You know, maybe the breaks went their way. I mean, just think about last game. We threw a ball, it should have been a pick six. Guy dropped it. They threw a ball to us, and we did go pick six with it. If Jaquan would have dropped his, and the other guy would have caught his, we lose the game. And that's how close. That's how close it is.
Mark,
Yes.
Al talked a little bit today. He says it felt a little bit more like camp again out there. Said it was a little intense. You guys were really on them today.
About today, yeah.
How important is it to sometimes get one of those in there?
Well, I mean, we're only going to be in pads today. We're not going to go tomorrow. Normally we'd be in pads tomorrow, but we're going to take them off. Just because we're playing, you know, a day earlier. And so we wanted to make this as tough and as physical of a practice as we could. It was our last chance to get better at things that you need to wear shoulder pads. And we wanted it to be an intense day. And I'm just challenging them offensively especially to do your job on a really consistent basis. I mean, we could show some great highlights. We got some great highlights on offense. But we also have some things that just should not happen. Whether it's blocking a guy you're supposed to block or sliding a certain way on a protection that's from the day one and you just, you know, you don't do your job, you know, just out of the blue for no reason. Why? Well, maybe we're not tough enough on you guys. Maybe we're not focused enough. So if we got to get on you to go, then we'll get on you to go.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.